Hey guys, and welcome back. Today is Tuesday the 27th of January and I'm at the Werribee train station. I thought it's 42 degrees, I'll take one for the team. It is really hot here. I'm going to go for a train ride into the city, so let's go catch a train. I just checked my card, if we can get in the shot, make sure there's credit on it. So let's go and have a look at some Melbourne City. Alright, so I'm going to tap on. So that's all done. And we're going to jump on a train. I won't jump on that one. Let's go to the city. And in literal terms, I live just in this block of buildings. Well, I'm not in the buildings, but in this block over here to the left, so I'm not far from the station, which is great. So they have a train going every 10 odd minutes into the city. I think this one stops all stations till Laverton and then Express after that. There's the overpass I take every day to go into the main part of Werribee. Do I know anybody there? And you got all the dickheads that do the graffiti, good on them. Guys, in the true essence of Adam the Woo, Adam helped lots of young people, lots of people with his YouTube channel. I'm with Demario, he come up and he wanted to have a chat. Tell us about yourself, mate. You're from Ballarat?
Yeah, I'm from Ballarat. My name's Demario and I'm a pretty good person. And what's that guy's name?
Adam the Woo.
Adam the Woo, he helped out a lot of people and he just got a lot of people through it, if you know what I mean.
100%.
Yeah, and he just saved like a couple lives because everyone watched him and he helped people to get through life and that. And I just want to give a shout out to him and his work that he's done. And yeah.
Cool. Good on you, mate. Well, this will be downloaded tonight. So
alright then.
Make me famous or make you famous.
I'll make you famous.
I did say this is a little channel. I only started 3 weeks ago. So.
Alright then.
Good on you, buddy.
Alright then.
Have a good afternoon.
Yeah,
Cheers.
you too.
Looks like we've got a race going on here. And we're winning. So I've got the first signs of the city on my left hand side here. There's a tunnel entrance just there. Up the top there's one of the country trains.
Now arriving at Southern Cross.
We have 2 major stations in Melbourne. This is Southern Cross. I won't say which one's bigger because they're both big, but this one here covers more ground because it does all the country trains out of here, where the Flinders Street, where I'm going to hop off, is more city, and it's still a big junction. See you, buddy. Still a big junction, but this one here has got all the country trains leaving from it. People coming, people going. In the distance there you've got Eureka on the left hand side, and the one tallest right in the middle, I can't remember what it's called, but it's our tallest building in Melbourne. I think it's the tallest building in Australia. Okay, Well, we've arrived at Flinders Street, and I've got to tell you that air conditioning in that train was going really, really well. Super hot now, super duper hot. So we'll jump off here. Flinders Street Station's a really, really old station. I'll show you the front and the middle. If you have a look at old photos of Melbourne, they always show Flinders Street Station with the clocks. Let's get out of here. Super hot. So I'm walking through the station. I'm not going to do a lot on the ground, particularly at the moment. I'll get out of here. There's a place I'm going to take you where I think it's going to be a great start, because I'll come into Melbourne more often anyway and show you guys. But for now, I've got to use my little card here and go through these gates and hope that it works. Right, here we go. Happy days. All right, so we're inside where the clocks are, where the famous clocks of Flinders Street is, and we'll go outside. It'll be hive activity because the Australian Open is still on. The Australian Open is still on, so it'll be a hive of activity out here. All right, these are the famous steps of Flinders Street Station. Young and Jackson's, the pub across the road. There goes the Melbourne tram. Plenty of those here. So this is a very famous street here. So you've got Swanston Street going down there. It's cut off from cars, so it's more a shopping precinct. There goes the Melbourne tram. I would not keep doing that because there's a million of them. Alright, so this is the famous Flinders Street fascia with all the clocks across the front. Pakenham, Frankston, Sandringham, Williamstown, Altona, St Albans, Broadmeadows, Werribee. They're all there. And this is a hive activity for Melbourne because it's quite central. We're going to cross the bridge in a minute and we'll have a look across there. But welcome to Melbourne, guys. This is the city. Across the road is Federation Square. Lots of little restaurants. It's a big open area, like a big city square. They've tried to make it very trendy and modern. The buildings, the architecture. Got a heap of policemen next to me on the right. I might get a drink soon because I'm dry as. This is South Bank, and heaps and heaps of restaurants. It's right on the Yarra River. It's really pretty along here. Flinders Street's on my right hand side. And we've got an auditorium over here, Hamer Hall. We have a lot of concerts. It's relatively small in the big scheme of things. On this side of the river where we're going is where all the skyscrapers are, no doubt about that. But don't get me wrong, on the other side, the original skyscrapers, they're all there. Pretty, hey? So the tallest building in the middle of the screen now, that's called Rialto. That's 55 stories, and once upon a time was our biggest building here in Melbourne. And now the Eureka, which is in shot there now, that was our second, is now our second tallest building here in Melbourne. Nice. This is the Melbourne Arts Centre precinct here, and that's the Arts Centre spire. It lights up at night. There's no elevators, not like the Eiffel Tower, but that's what we have here in Melbourne. You might go to the Arts Centre one day because I just haven't been there since I was a kid. And I know it's changed a lot, but not today. I've got something special planned for you guys. Don't run away. Looks like they're giving the Princess Pier a bit of a clean up. She's an old bridge. Bluestone foundations. You've got Flinders Street over in the background. So when I was a kid growing up, the city was primarily on that side of the river. This was just docklands and paddocks and industry, and not like this now where they've built up South Bank. Further along you'll go to Crown Casino. Crown Casino I don't think we'll get to today either, but might walk down that far, we'll see. But Crown Casino's on the water as well, a bit further down. But this is a nice part of Melbourne if you just want to stop, have a nice feed. You've got to find parking, and parking's expensive in Melbourne because the councils here, they want to keep people out of Melbourne, so they make the parking really expensive. So people just don't come now the way it used to be. I think COVID changed a lot of things. Look at Eureka. Look at that. Alright. I figure I can't show you the ground in Melbourne without showing you the sky. So I'm going to take you somewhere really special, somewhere different, and it should be pretty cool, and I hope you like. We're going to go to the 89th floor of the Eureka building to Skydeck. I hope. They've got a miniature version of Melbourne here with the Docklands. Event Stadium. So this is the greater part of Melbourne. You guys may have heard of the MCG. For the international guys, you may have. It's a Melbourne cricket ground. It holds a little over 100,000 people, and we play football and cricket there. And at the moment, the Australian Open tennis is on, and these here are all tennis courts for Australian Open. So it's very much a sports precinct. There's the spire I just showed you a moment ago, and this is where we are now. I don't know whether you can see in there, but they've got like little pods, and it's a virtual reality. You wear a head mask. I can see one guy over there. I don't know whether we'll pick it up on the camera, but he's got a headset on, and it gives you a virtual tour of Victoria, all of our tourist attractions and all of our tourist attractions. I'll go in this one and see it maybe. So it goes for 11 minutes, and you get to experience Melbourne and Victoria at its best. So it's very quiet here today, so I'm just wandering through, and we'll head for the elevators. Alright, you'll see how fast it was coming up here. Hopefully there's not too much glare and you'll be able to see out and about of this beautiful city. Now down the bottom now, I'm not sure how this will work with the windows and the glare. You can see the river down there. Right, so you can come outside here, which is really, really good. So because the Australian Open's on, I can actually give you a bird's eye view of the tennis centre, Rod Laver Arena, the grounds. You can see the MCG, which I pointed out a moment ago, right down onto the Arts Centre and the Arts Centre spire down the bottom here. And you can see the Yarra River as well. Now I'm going to take you over here. People managed to get their stickers on here. So it's hard really to work this. You can see the city over there. Now, beautiful river. They call this the upside down river because they reckon the mud's on top and it's clear underneath. You can see bottom left hand side there, Federation Square, which I pointed out earlier. And you can also see, I'm trying to film through a netting that's moving, and you can see bottom left there, Flinders Street Station. Alright, I'm going to show you something else over here. The lake you can see in the distance is Albert Park Lake, and the Formula 1 Grand Prix that we have here, the F1, the track goes around that lake, so it gives you an idea how close it is to the city. And behind that, you'll know from one of my earlier vlogs I did St Kilda and Luna Park. Well, that's St Kilda in behind it. Now the building directly in front of me here, now unfortunately I've got netting, so it is what it is, but that's the tallest building in Australia. And I'll have to look up what it is and type it in because I've forgotten what it's called. It's primarily residential, but I believe where that gold part is sticking out in the middle there's a restaurant there, apparently very nice. And down the bottom, they've actually, I don't know where I'll be able to show you on this, definitely not from up here, but down the bottom, they've actually kept the facade of the old building. So you've got this ultra modern, ultra tall building, and down the bottom you've got the historic fascia or facade of the old building. Down in that open area there, centre of the screen now, that's a My Music Bowl. We have our Carols by Candlelight Christmas concert there, when people sit out on the grass. And behind that, top right hand side is Government House, so the Victorian Governor lives in that building. Right, let's go back inside. It's quite nice up here. I've done quite a few towers throughout the world. Eiffel Tower, Tokyo Tower, Bruges, Tower of Pisa, Auckland Tower. I'm going to do a video because I've got footage of all the different towers I've been to. So this is not technically a sightseeing tower, it's a deck on a building. I'll stop over here. So there's Flinders Street and the river where we just got off. Federation Square. I hope there's not too much glare off the window. Down the bottom there you can see sea life. It's the Melbourne Aquarium. And pretty much from this side of the river down, you've got the casino and Melbourne Exhibition Centre. You can see my shirt in the shadow. Sorry about that, guys. We've done a whole circuit, so I'm back at the tall building here now. Out the back there, I'm not sure whether you'll pick it up, but you've got Station Pier, where I did that vlog out at Port Melbourne, one of the first vlogs. I was out at Port Melbourne, where the ship was docked, and you've got Williamstown out on that point. So we've done a couple of vlogs at Williamstown. I can see a stack of jet skis out there. I miss the jet ski already. Not that I was using it that much, but I miss it. A lot of sun glare on this side. But I can see the Westgate Freeway going out to where I live. So by car it's about 37 kilometres. I grabbed a beer and the beer was $14 up here. The tennis takes over a large segment of ground over there. I don't think they've had the final. I think the finals are today, I think. So today, yesterday. Right out the back there, I don't think you'll pick it up. It is a long way out. You've got the Dandenongs, and there is a viewing point at the top of the Dandenongs which looks back towards this way. And it is a clear day today, so it's highly possible you'd get a really good view. There's a bit of smoke haze from down the Otways. The fire's going really poorly down there, really poorly, sadly. More houses were lost today. At this point, no loss of life, I don't believe. But the fires are horrid here, really bad. Well, I'm going to have a sip of this drink. I had these two girls sitting next to me and they bought these two awesome drinks. So we're just having a quick chat. You guys from China?
Yeah, I'm from China. She's not.
Okay, very good. Everyone's loving the view.
进入他的频道了。
I'm in the elevator going down and it's going down really fast. 50, 46, going really fast. That was really good up there. The sun glare was okay. I got chatting to a couple of people there, which was really nice. I took some photos for them because I had some really yummy drinks, you saw that. That was a nice little visit to Eureka, and I hope for you guys it was a good start to seeing what Melbourne is about. I'm out. Like any good tourist attraction, it's going to send you out into the gift shop. And they have lots of Australiana here. Wow. Should we buy a koala? Hello, koala. They've got all sorts of Australiana animals there, kangaroos. Some funky art. Drink bottles, everyone has drink bottles. And of course stubby holders. All different types of stubby holders with Melbourne on it. I have plenty of those. Right, I'm out of here. I think I might get some dinner. It's still really, really hot. I would hazard a guess. Still be 35. It is really, really, really hot. And time-wise, it's about 7 o'clock in the evening. So the heat's really hanging on. When I hopped in the car today, it was 50 degrees. It was actually 51. I took a photo at 50. So it's I don't think it got to that temperature officially, but being in the car, that's what it read. And quite hot. So I'm out on the river. Lots of people walking around. I'll do the casino in its own vlog at some point. I won't do it tonight. I think going up to the top of Eureka was kind of cool. So that's where we just were. Way up there. Pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to go find a feed, I reckon. Some people there look like they might be going on a river cruise, having a feed on the boat. They call that little restaurant there in the middle of the river Petterville Island. It's the Evan Walker Bridge. So I just checked my phone to see what the temperature is, and it's about 7 p.m. and it's 39 degrees. 39 degrees at 7 p.m. So yeah, you can feel it. You can really feel it. But you get a little bit of a breeze off the river. It's okay. It's okay. The sun's on its way down, so I'm going to be walking into the sun in a moment. It's going to be a long vlog, isn't it, guys? Got some tennis balls up there, so they're obviously preparing for a tennis themed night. Big tennis balls. Look at the flowers. Are they petunias? Look at that. Tennis balls through the middle of them. The Australian Open is on right now. So there's an archway there. I don't think this one moves. Lots of plant life. Host your next celebration with us. Yarra Botanica. Now remember last week when I was in Port Melbourne and I talked about the old Port Melbourne railway station and how it's now a tram stop? This bridge that's right in front of me here, with all sorts of artwork and sculptures across it, that goes across the Flinders Street Station. That's the old railway line for St Kilda, Port Melbourne. So in another life, the trains used to cross this bridge and go out to St Kilda and out to Port Melbourne to where the wharf was. Just thought I'd point that out. But the bridge is a walking bridge now. It's an old train bridge, but it's a walking bridge. Lots of birds here. Hello. Looks like they're all breathing heavy because it's hot. Hello. So lots of apartments, a lot of accommodation along the river now. So it's all high price in the city living. And people like it because they're working in the city, they're earning good bucks. And why wouldn't you want to live where you work? You don't have to catch trains, drive cars. This is the old railway bridge there, and they've made a walking bridge next to it. So I'm coming into the Crown Casino precinct now, so across the road, and this is the crown and the jewel of Melbourne. If you're a gambler, it's a good thing. I remember there was so much protest when it was built because it's so big, and the people who were building it, Lloyd Williams, and saying, oh look, it's only 5% gambling, but when you take into account they were including the car parks, which is like 4 levels, and 5 or 10% of this building is massive. And for me, I'm not a gambler, so I don't really care. But they have cinemas here, they've got a lot of other entertainment, and back in the day they had some really good nightclubs here as well, and being right on the river, it's kind of nice. So there's a couple of trains going through you got one of the country trains going through. It's an actual diesel train. The tall building in the background is the Rialto, I mentioned it earlier. That was the tallest building in Melbourne, and it used to have a Skydeck similar to what we were just up on Eureka. And I'm not sure what they've got up there now, whether it's a restaurant. Sea life across the river there is our aquarium, and it's quite a nice aquarium, it's really good. The sun's slowly coming down. The casino's made up of several hotel towers, and it's actually quite a big precinct really. I was going to go inside and walk in the air conditioning, but I think for you guys, just to show Melbourne, it's really pretty out here. And realistically, yeah, it's really hot, but you can kind of suck it up and enjoy it anyway, regardless. Being a Tuesday night, it's really quiet, so that makes it really good because it's not trying to move your camera for people and privacy and little kids and that sort of stuff. So you can kind of just meander and enjoy the whole atmosphere of the place. I will go inside in a moment because they've got a reasonably good food court, and there's a couple of restaurants in there, like food court style restaurants that don't do a bad feed, so I'll jump in there in a moment and have a look. I'm not sure what you're seeing off the screen because the screen on a DJI Pocket 3 is quite small, so it's hard to see what you're actually picking up, but I'm seeing some sun glare off the concrete. It looks quite nice. People here playing pickleball, it's all the rage. Oh, you can actually do it like squash off a wall. Really? It's kind of like a cross between squash, maybe. Grey goose. So they're watching the tennis in here. Got a big TV going. That's nice. Air conditioning. So I'm going to come in a door early and just show you just very briefly a little bit of inside. From when this was built, it's changed and evolved a lot. I'm not going to go into the gambling part, not really phased. But just here on the right where Grady, where this place was, this started its life as a Disney shop. So you could go in there and get whatever Disney, Mickey, Daffy, you name it. It was a full-blown Disney shop. But it didn't last that long. I don't know why, because my two daughters were really little when we used to go in there, and it was really good fun. But now there's just lots and lots of restaurants, and they're all full down here. Because the Melbourne Exhibition Centre is close by, I'm going to try and talk a bit louder because I haven't got the microphone on. But when the Melbourne Exhibition, I come here and do a lot of shows. Oh, Caesar salad. Looks good too. So I come here in the morning for breakfast. They do a really good brekkie at this particular one. And across here, it's great for coffee, and they have the best selection of cakes you've ever seen. I reckon I just put my 12 kilos back on looking at that. Looks really, really good. What am I going to have, guys? Oh, look at the pastas. I haven't had pasta in a long time. Wow, looks good. Schnitzel, lots of chippies there. Looking like they're closing up. We used to come here a bit and get the Indian food. The Indian food here is really yummy. Look at the Asian food. How good does that look? Looks fantastic. Yeah. Wow, that's a ridiculous amount. That's a ridiculous amount of food. I only wanted one piece of fish. She goes, "Oh, I'll give you two." There's a bit of rice and a bit of sweet and sour pork. I'm not going to get through all that because I've been eating so small. But it looks yummy. I was nearly going to go the Indian, but I've decided on the Chinese, but it's so much food. All right, so I'm heading across the road here. I've left the casino and I'm heading towards the Melbourne Exhibition Centre. Now this is our major exhibition centre. We've got the Melbourne Showgrounds as well. This is our major exhibition centre. I've done a lot of shows here in my working life. It's a very big building. But along the water here, it's got its own little wonderland out here. So I thought I'll have a quick wander out here and just show you guys. I've got a nice sparkling water that I'm enjoying. And we're just walking into this area here. Lots of colour going on in here. The building directly across there used to be the old casino. I'm not 100% sure what's there now. Whether it's just restaurants or whatever it might be. Hotels. Look at that. A lighthouse. $6 per slide, so it's a slide inside by the looks of it. Look at that. Oh yeah, the slide's coming out the side. There's other people doing photography as well. Yeah, so you must go up inside the lighthouse and the slide comes out here. They've got some animals in here. Got Luna Park and the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Our flag. I think there's a blue heeler over here. Little blue heeler. Hey buddy, how you doing? On a Ferris wheel for good measure, it's turning. And this is how Australia works. And I keep bringing koalas to our channel. Look at that. They've got a Weber barbecue here. So we have a lot of barbecues in Australia. And there's a painted up cricket bat on the ground. Look at that. It's cool. And of course we have an esky. You've got to have an esky. Over here we've got Mr. Emu sitting down. He's having a nice little relax. It's very Australiana in here. So it's a mini golf. It's very Sydney centric, that one. Bit of bonus footage, all the Heineken boats. Bonus footage, this is Southern Cross Station. In its old days when I was a child, it was called Spencer Street Station. because it's on Spencer Street. Now to figure out what platform a train to Werribee will be on. This is a big place. Okay, refresh your ride. Here we go. Now guys, we'll call it a day. As Adam the Woo would say, the vlog is over. Really appreciate you watching and I hope you like Melbourne. Cheers.